Welcome to the show and to our highlights package of the second warm-up game for the Stags ahead of the ITM Cup starting this week. It's against Otago. It's a full first-class fixture, so playing the new laws and 22-man squads with Southland on attack. They've already made 2 clean breaks. They're looking for a third. Cornforth breaches the midfield. Oh, a beautiful offload to Josh Beckwith, and there's the try that looked coming. First 5 minutes completely dominated by the Stags, and the Otago defence looking frail early. So Mackenzie charged down though, and this puts Southland under pressure. Kanatali, the halfback, got back and put his body on the line. We were slow to clear it. Keith Brown, the referee today, indicating he wants those Otago backs onside. McIntosh manages to get it a metre or so, but his fellow players going straight to deck gives the opportunity for Hayden Parker, which he accepts. And the score now 5-3. So Otago back on attack. They're starting to find their feet now, getting the combinations going, and getting into the 22. We'll see some stars of the future coming up. Buxton Papali'i we know of course, and he gets 3/4 of the way through the tackle and enough to get the ball away. Pressure coming from the home side here. This is Parker. And the halfback, Tanaka. Well, yes, a lovely offload. And Verbakel is the try scorer. So Otago are back in this. And in fact, in front, courtesy of those 7 points. The line out with Otago now leading by 10-5. Verbakel off the top, gets it to Tanaka, and he on to Michael Collins, the former captain of Otago Boys High School. Very talented player. And TJ Ioane, who had a good ITM Cup last year. He's keeping the ball going. And this is suddenly Otago have really stepped it up a cog. And the fullback Enso offloaded to Papali'i. No mistake from the flying winger. And suddenly Southland are a bit lost as to what to do. The unconverted try leaves a 10-point gap between the two. Beautiful conditions here and a really decent sized crowd for a mid-afternoon Friday fixture. Southland just need to get their confidence back. It was free-flowing in the early moments, but it's dried up since. Here's Tawani McDonald. It's over the advantage line. Cornforth, tips toes down the touchline. So close, yet safe. And scampers the way. He's really looking in a dangerous frame of mind as Tim Cornforth this season. So Marty McKenzie playing at first 5 today. Makes no mistake with that kick. Southland back in it, just trailed by 3. So we get late stages of this first half. In fact, possibly the last phase available. Otago keen to keep the ball flowing, as both teams have, but the ball's bounced, and kindly for Mark Wells, who's come up from fullback for Southland and really made the most of that opportunity. Kanatali got the ball away, has got a good pass on the Fijian, and Southland, since they could regain the lead that they established early before this half is over, if they can keep this alive. A chipper chase from McKenzie, he scoops it up, what talent he has. Wells holds the ball up nicely. Cornforth draws. The last 2 tacklers and Mark Wells in support will ensure that indeed Southland will lead at the half-time break. And this game has been a great spectacle to the positive nature, and you'd have to say, to a certain extent, the new law of having to recycle the ball quickly has helped. Mackenzie's kick is a good one. So it's a good note for the visitors to go into the half-time break knowing they lead by 4. 5 minutes into the second half, and Southland, they scored last in the first. They want to repeat that effort early in the second stanza. We all know how important that is. Often a deciding factor. In fact, that's Ryan. A little inside pass was a good one to Hahaya, and then to Vainga, and he's only 7 short of the line with plenty of support. Wells there too. He's getting up in the line and helping out often. But Mitchell's pass is a great one to Ryan, and Ryan, who was very much an integral part of the build-up, scores the try. So now it's Otago's turn to wake up, and the captain's going to set the example. Paul Grant, you know how good he is with ball in hand, a fine sevens player and a great leader of the side. They'll need one with all these young guys involved. Tony Ensor, the fullback, he's got plenty of pace, that guy, not able to show it on that example, but the ball continues to go left and right at will. Very hard to shut down when the ball's moving so quickly. Jaden Spence, the centre, has he got the strength to get over? Michael Lash indicates to Keith Brown that he can award the try, and he does so. And here's players bending over on their knees. They'll be feeling the pace of this game. 24-20, Southland lead, but it's a tenuous grasp on this match. And then the handling error comes, the kick through. Will it be collected? Tom Franklin can't gather it in, and the Stags get out of jail. But still under a great deal of pressure. Jimmy Cowan now on. This, of course, a first-class fixture, so it can add to his tally. They're trying to run it from deep within the goal line. A very strong tackles come in from Dixon. The ball's come loose, and it's a try. Great thinking for Gareth Evans just to stay handy to the ball. He won't score a simpler one than that in his time with Otago. And a simple 7. So there's a time to be adventurous, perhaps that wasn't it. And now Otago really want to hammer home this impetus that they've built up in the latter part of this half. Remember, they trailed into the break and then conceded an early try, but they've come back strongly, as they did in the first half. Tanaka, one of the impressive players in the backs, is getting that ball out somehow. For Balclutha, try score it early on to the ground. Now they go wide. Chance for the reserves to show their wares. Breen made the break, and Breen has been given the try. So those with the big numbers have come on and made a difference. They've maintained that momentum established by the starting 15. Southland are now desperately in search of 2 tries, and time is again them. And they went into this match very warm favourites based on the experience in the side versus that from Otago. Ryan stays in the field of play quite cleverly and got the ball away before he hit the deck, so it's available just outside the 22. McIntosh provides the pill. Saunders the pass, and then that could have been touch and go. Keith Pulke on now, so all the bench, both sides getting a run, as you'd expect. But this game has been played in earnest. And Cornforth, he's certain to start the way he's playing at the moment. And a nice little pass to try to come to Campbell Smith. So a very quick conversion I'm expecting here. And next time out virtually. So Southland have one more chance, assuming the kick goes over, which it does, to somehow conjure up a scoring opportunity. Anything will do. They're deep within their own half. They're going to have to take some risks. They took a big one there, and the intercept was on. Breen couldn't pull it in and score his second of the day, but he did thwart the last attack by the Stags, and they have come up just 1 point short. But the crowd here, an enthusiastic applause for both sides, have contributed to a very entertaining match. Final score, Otago 32, Southland 31.